Hi, this is Dave, Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. And what we're looking at here today is another very rare 19th century collection with tobacco banners, albums, and cards. Some sports, but mostly non-sports. What we're looking at specifically here are the old banners for the tobacco companies advertising in the stores. There's 3 of them here by Duke, 2 by Allen and Ginter for Virginia Brights. And these are actually the old banners that they would advertise. You can see there's pictures of the cards on them. We have the governors and coats of arms, the heroes of the Civil War. Those 2 are by Duke. Wild Animals. These have pictures of the N25 Wild Animals of the World's cards. Those are by Allen and Ginter. Pirates of the Spanish Main by Allen and Ginter, with pictures of the cards around the central figure. And then Yacht Club Colors of the World, and that is also by Duke. Hi, Dave here, Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. You just got a good look at some of these poster banners that we had. It was March 17th, last Thursday. We went up to Sacramento after a couple of weeks of talking to these people that had a secondhand antique store up there, a collection they were representing for one of their friends, and quite a few pieces for the 19th century. So what I wanted to do was go ahead and show you a few of the pieces. You can see these banners there. They're a little bit rough. They're got some tattered edges and a little bit of the posters missing here and there. Probably could be restored, but they're extremely rare. In fact, the one that we showed you, the N25 Animals of the World, we're not able to find another copy of that out there. I'm sure one probably exists somewhere, but a very rare piece. This is, you can get a pretty good look at that. This is an N3 Arms of All Nations. It's a 50 card set. You can see they have a nice checklist on the back. And these represent a different type of weapons from the 1880s back through history. Some other popular cards from that era. One of the more popular sets is the N2, the celebrated Indian chiefs of America. And this one happens to be of Sitting Bull. Now, what typically happens sometimes when these things come out of albums, you can see on this one, I don't know how good that's zooming in, but a little bit of paperless on the back from when this was probably removed out of an album. Another set, Savage and Barbarous Leaders of the World from Kimball, N189s, and we had about 70 of these cards, so a complete set along with a bunch of duplicates. And once again, this is Sitting Bull, very popular card. Some of the more popular cards that they had, this is by Kinney, and this is Trotters. They also had English and American racehorses, and these have a little short bio on the back about the particular horse and the rider on those, and they're pretty cool too. Some of my favorites are the booklets. Now, there was the booklets of the Civil War generals and also the histories of poor boys. And so we have some pretty interesting ones here. Here's a boxer, Jake Kilrain. Nice piece there. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. P.T. Barnum. This is a really popular one. Circus guy. Steel Mogul, Andrew Carnegie. This is a 50 card set. Each one of these booklets has about 16 pages and talks about the person on the inside. Here you see Buffalo Bill, very popular one. Mark Twain, also very popular. And probably one of the most sought after ones in the set would be John L. Sullivan, the great boxer. Now also, you saw the posters, you've seen some of the cards. The other thing that they used to distribute back then would be these beautiful albums. This one here is kind of tough to open because of the strings here, so you got to be careful not to bend it. But if I open it up just a little bit, you can see on the inside they have pictures of the complete all the cards that were in that particular set. We have that's the N32 Allen and Ginter Racers. This one here is the Allen and Ginter Fish. This card set would be designated as N8. And you can see once again the beautiful pictures on these. As you can see, the condition on these here, absolutely gorgeous. And some of them, we actually got them still with the albums, the envelopes that they were sent to the people who sent away for these from Duke. And on this one in particular, it's a pristine copy of Costumes of All Nations. This one you can open up a little bit more because it does a different type of a binding. And you can see each one of the cards in that set are displayed here. Actually, we have Costumes of All Nations, and I believe it also has, in this particular album, there's two of these, they have the N70 and N71 actors and actresses. So actually, in this particular book, there's 150 cards that are shown. And as I mentioned, we have this one, which is pristine, absolutely gorgeous. And there's a second one, they're identical. This one shows just a little bit of wear, you can see on the edge here, but pretty much like a near mint book. From Duke would be the postage stamp series. And this is for, people used to get these things and they would get stamps of the world and go ahead and, put them in there and collect. And once again, you can see this one came with the envelope. It's in beautiful condition. This one here, Yacht Colors of the World. And it also comes with these fancy dresses. And then also with the musical instrument series, 50 of these. So there's images of 150 cards in this booklet also. And this one shows a little wear. You can see there's a little chip right down here in the center in the front cover. The back is very nice though. The musical instrument on the back there. Governor's Coats of Arms. This is kind of a neat one. Right on the inside cover there's a notice, and the notice says May 1st, 1890, on and after this date, we'll discontinue packing album tickets with the cigarette manufactured by us. So I guess they were planning on discontinuing these albums back in 1890. So that was the end of those. And you can see in this one here, you have the governors, the territories, and the coats of arms. And this is once again in beautiful condition. And then the last album that we got is a popular album for the N88 Duke Terrors of America. And you can see that they've got pictures of the Terrors of America cards mixed in with some actor and actress cards, mostly actresses. We got albums, we got posters, we got non-sports, but there were also some other hidden gems in with this collection. And as you can see here, these are blank back cards. They're baseball players from the 1880s. There's 13 different here. And I'll just kind of show them to you real quick. These are the N321 California League cards by SF Hess Company. And you don't see these very often. Pretty rare cards. Blank on the back. Although some of them look like they'd been in albums, had a little bit of residue. This one here is pretty clean back. So these were really nice. There were some boxing cards. And here you can see Old Judge and Gypsy Queen boxers. Very cool cards. These are all from the 1880s. Gypsy Queen baseball cards, which you can see there. Once again, from the late 1880s. Some of the cards that are an issue that I really kind of like, once again, the same set with those N189s. And you can see here, I've got a handful of these N189s. These are the savage and semi-barbarous chiefs and rulers. And you can see they're in really nice condition here. A lot of the American Indian chiefs, African tribal leaders, more American Indians, and the different type of headdress and costumes that they would wear back in the day. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the collection. When I first started talking with them, they called up and they told me that they had a collection from the 1880s with 3,000 pieces. Then once I got a little more into the conversation with them and started to get a list, they mentioned there were 1,800 pieces. And then, okay, a little more manageable, still a large collection. It actually ended up to be more like about 700 pieces. A lot of them are up on our website now at gfg.com in our 19th century non-sport section. And you can see that address and our contact information written at the bottom of the screen here. We're always looking to pick up collections like this. If you have any of these type of cards and you're interested in finding out more about them or selling them, please contact us. And if you're interested in buying any of these, they're up on our website. They're priced. We'd be more than happy to help you out with any of these items. With regard to some of these rare posters that I showed you at the beginning of this video, we're still trying to find out more information on these things, get more of a ballpark on in the condition that they're in, what they might be worth. If it looks like the type of piece that you might be interested, that you'd like to have in your home, give us a call. We're certainly happy to talk with you about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy collecting, and we hope to see you soon here at Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. Thanks, and have a great day.